We're live.
Oh my God.
Gave you no heads up. Back with the Ye Old Fam podcast. I'm here with Spencer.
The family.
Oh my god. Okay. Clearly, this is Spencer's back from his trip from Hawaii,
Yeah. Can't you see how
and
tan I am?
the lighting does you no justice in there. She looks like a pale ghost,
Shut up.
paler than a ghost. All right, we're back. I didn't do anything for actual week one, previous to week one, because there was a lot of stuff going on, and Spencer still wasn't here. So you can just all blame him. So if you guys are mad about that, especially Veronica, just shoot Spencer angry text. All right. My team was ass. I lost to Veronica. How'd you do? You won.
I won. I had Sarah in 2 leagues and she beat me in one and I beat her in the other, but joke's on her. I won in the family money league.
Yep.
So,
And that's the one that everyone's paying attention to.
yep.
So, um, definitely. I mean, I'd say all around, like most people scored similarly. Me and Sean and Ben all were terrible, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's embarrassing.
if you look at like Sean's team, I forget where it was. His top scorer, or well, I guess his top scorers, like they were all just so bad. I don't even remember how to see his top scorer, where that was. Maybe it was in scoreboard.
Is
Yeah,
D
here
Montgomery or B Hall? Which one's Sean? Is he
I'm scrolling
Neighbors or is
down
he
to
Quan Solo?
he's neighbors.
Mm.
Where'd he go? Oh, this is week two, isn't it? So he's up here. Let me go week one.
Are you sharing your screen for the audience?
I mean, people who watch it can see.
Okay,
You
cool.
can't see it.
I mean,
Is
I
that
can see
okay
it
with
on
you?
my own. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, so he put up 62, which was the lowest score of the week, by the way, which we'll get there. And his, top scorer, Brees Hall with 15. His third top scorer was Keon Coleman. I think that's Keon. I think that guy's a rookie. 7 points. So it's
He's
pretty,
new, alright? It
rough.
happens.
It's pretty rough. I got slaughtered by V because her second top scorer was her kicker with 21, and then I told her she was going to regret picking up the Vikings just because I wanted the Giants to win, and the Vikings defense scored 21 points also. So, joke's on me, I guess.
Yeah, and that kicker, he's the one that was a soccer player first. So this just further shows that we should be putting more soccer players into the kicker position.
The
Cause
Aubrey
like,
guy? That's the one?
yeah,
The Cowboys? Oh, I keep forgetting that's him.
yeah, you
Well,
did good.
I could be an NFL kicker. For sure. For sure. Okay. Let's go over some statistics.
You have a little notebook of statistics.
Yeah, did you watch
Cute.
the show last year at all?
I listened to it, I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I mean, I totally watched every single week, folks.
Highest point scorer was Beth. She had 121.42. Lowest
Oh, it's
point
so
scorer.
close. Veronica had 121.18.
Yeah, I know. I was almost hoping Veronica was top scorer because then it wouldn't make me feel as bad because then I had if I had a shitty week against her when she was top scorer, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, who
like everyone
cares?
would have lost.
But if I did pretty good, I'd be like, well, it was because I played against the top scorer, so whatever. Like I said, Sean, lowest points, 62.88. Rough. Looking for a bounce back week from me, Ben, and Sean. Largest point gap was Beth and Ben, which was 58.16.
Yeah, how
The
did you feel about Saquon Barkley, 32 points on the Eagles? How are we how are we recovering from that?
Honestly, couldn't care less. I more care about if the Giants are going to continue to be unwatchable this year. So we got the Commanders this week. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
Danny Jones owns the Commanders, so hopefully I don't regret saying that. Hopefully he looks like an actual quarterback because he didn't really look like a quarterback last week.
kind
So
of knocked on wood right there.
smallest point gap. Did I say group on the previous one? I meant gap. Spencer and Drew, which was 4.32 points.
Dang.
Spencer taking L's while he's on vacation, so that feels bad. Oh, I
We'll
went back to
just
week one.
pass it to he was occupied. Because Sarah also did not touch her lineup, I don't think, for this
Well, nobody
one.
touches their
They're a little
lineup
bit.
really on week one. It's like the first guys you draft kind of go in unless they're
I
injured.
did. Christian McCaffrey went out in my other
Yeah,
league.
and guess what? That guy was one of the top scorers of the entire week. Your
Yeah, he
backup
did
that you
good.
picked up.
He did
Crazy.
good.
He was almost. I have the highest scrimmage yards. He was up there. He was third for
Dang.
most scrimmage yards, not including quarterbacks, because passing yards don't count. He had 152 yards. I think he was like I don't even know what round pick he was, but all right. Most bench points, because I think we did that one last year. And I don't know if we're actually tracking how many points are on this. Spencer was doing it last year, so I will confer with Spencer when he gets back and figure out if we're actually tracking this. Last year, Andrew won, and we gave him a $25 gift card to Amazon.
Aw.
So we'll see. Did you watch the show or what? I listened to it. Jesus.
You gotta put something in there for those of us who are just in it for the family vibes, you know?
That's why we did that. So more people would participate, and nobody even paid attention. Just Veronica and Andrew watching it every week. Most bench points was Sarah, who had 63.08, which...
If she would have put, like, there was one guy who was on her bench, and if she would have put him in, I
Yep.
would have been just, like, screwed. I'm
two-
so glad she did.
Two on her bench. Xavier Worthy had like 19, and J.K. Dobbins had like 20. But who
Yeah.
predicted J.K. Dobbins to put up 20 when I think is he the starting running back on the Chargers now? I don't even know. I'll have to go back and look at that. But he had like 3 injuries in a row, which is why he looked terrible a couple years ago. So I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries,
Feels bad, Sarah.
Jordan Love.
Oh yeah. Pick up.
I got a single win, and now he's out for 5 weeks minimum.
You have to
Perfect.
you have to pick up his backup and play him. No, don't do that. I'm kidding. There's plenty
not
of other
gonna do
options. Malik Willis, he's not good. Feels bad for him. 63.08 on Sarah's bench, which was more than Sean's team scored. So
Oh, no. Sean, you're coming back next week. I feel it in my
Sean's
this
got
week.
this.
In
He'll
my
be fine.
bones. I feel
I actually, we don't. Spencer and I had to cut out actually reviewing everyone's teams and like, going over every player that they had because it was taking too long. So usually we just glance at the other stuff and do predictions for the preview or for the next week, and we don't talk about what happened really with specific players a whole lot. But his team, he's got to hope and pray that his team steps up because Sean might have been dead after the draft. I don't know. Only time will tell. The last one that I had written on here was the most scrimmage yards, like I had mentioned earlier, which I think his name's Jordan Mason was close. He was third. Spencer had the player with the most scrimmage yards. Even so, he still lost to Andrew by a few points. 178 scrimmage yards for Joe Mixon, who was number one. Dad, a close second with Jaden Reed, by the way, who I forgot even existed, to be honest. I forgot he was on the Packers. I forgot he was really good. So good job to Dad for getting him, because it looks like when Jordan Love comes back, that'll be a good connection.
Yeah. I feel like this week it was definitely like a lot of unexpected names that like popped in and really showed up. Like Christian McCaffrey's replacement killed it. I picked him up 5 seconds before he played, and I was so happy with that.
I mean, that was your only option, really. Like, everyone else had played. That was Monday night.
I know, but it was just a good week 1 in terms of some unexpected names popping up on the higher points.
Oh, real quick. Shout out to Andrew's top scorer, Jake Moody, his kicker. 26 points.
These kickers, I'm telling you gotta pick kickers early on. You gotta be really smart about your kicker picks.
By the way, his next top scorer was CJ Stroud, who had 18.5. So his kicker outscored his quarterback by almost 8 points, and that was his top score of the week, and he beat Spencer. Andrew's kicker outscored Spencer's Joe Mixon, who I just said had the most scrimmage yards. So Jake Moody went crazy, actually. He had like 6 field goals and 2 extra points, missed nothing. Pretty insane.
Yeah, and if we look over at, I think that's Garrett's
Is
matchup.
it the boom or doom where Costco
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Is it
Garrett.
a boom or a doom?
I just want to give a big shout out to the Dallas Cowboys defense for being his top scorer.
Yeah.
He won though, so we'll take it.
Well, Deshaun Watson and the Browns are like the Giants in the fact that they can't do anything on offense. So I guess play your defenses against the Browns because they're terrible too. Yeah, Garrett seemed to pretty good, 113. I mean, he just had like aside from his high scoring defense, everyone else just did pretty good on his team. AJ Brown had 20 plus, so good for Garrett. Moving on. Let's see. So that leaves Veronica has a win. You have a win. Garrett has a win. Andrew has a win. Dad has a win. I don't know how Dad and Mom always match up week one. It's so weird. Nathan with a win. Better pay attention, Nathan, because you're gonna start to have people go out and bye weeks. In the next few weeks. So you better pay attention to your team, otherwise you're gonna start losing. And Beth with the win against Ben. That does it for week one. Week two predictions.
Yeah.
Are you on there? Are you looking? Can you see
Well, I
the
was looking at the
matchups?
standings right now. I just wanted to see. I know it's only been 1 week, but it's looking like Veronica on the top of Team Gorgonzola. And then it's
Team what?
Gorgonzola.
What does that mean?
I don't know if you go to standings, it says Gorgonzola or mozzarella.
Wait. Let me see this.
That sounds like something Spencer would do, so.
Where do you... Is that
That's
our
top.
divisions? Did
Yes, our
did
division.
Spencer do that? Or is that
Of course
just
he did!
auto-generated?
All I know is over here on Team Mozzarella, we got some close ties up top.
Team... Which one? Gorgonzola or mozzarella?
Mozzarella, baby.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's... Everyone... There's one wins on all of them. I suppose I got
Alright.
lucky with my loss because my division has only 3 players with a 1 win, whereas your division has 4 players with a 1 win. But
Yeah.
it'll be
Alright, well,
more
let's talk
interesting.
week 2. What are we thinking then?
It'll be more interesting in the next few weeks. Let me find my way back to here. Division Gorgonzola and mozzarella. Should be gabagool,
Yeah.
to be honest.
No, I like Gorgonzola.
Of course, my week auto generates to me versus Sean being first, but I'll go all the way down and we'll talk quickly about this matchup first. Beth versus Mom. I'm just gonna say. Oh, actually, they both have good players. Projected leaders. I don't know who the Vikings play. I actually don't know what any of the matchups are this week. So let's do this. Let's go box score.
Yeah, it's looking like Beth is projected to win that one, so we'll see if Hertz and Barkley can keep up the good momentum, but
Oh, she's
I
got
don't
2
know.
Eagles. That's
Heather's
actually
projected pretty close. It's like a 2-point difference.
Yeah. Ma has Pat Mahomes. As I get an ad on my ESPN. There we go. Just glancing at both of the teams, I'm gonna still pick Beth to win this. She might repeat, to be honest, because she won last year. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong about that. She might repeat. I'm going with Beth. What are you picking?
I'm gonna go underdog. I'm picking Heather.
Oh, hopefully that's correct, because
We're gonna go with
Mom
the
starting
Chiefs
0-2
with
would
Patrick
be-
Mahomes.
would be rough. Moving on, we got the 1-0 Booger Smoke Show, which is Andrew versus longtime 24 Savage. Nathan hasn't changed his name in about 4 years.
This is another close projection. Only at 2 points.
Yeah, most of them are going to be close until a few weeks in when they can actually predict score lines a little bit better. They still have no idea who's going to score what. They don't know which defenses are actually really good. It takes a few weeks for them to figure it out. So, let's see if Chris Olave actually does anything. Calvin Ridley on Nathan's team. I think Nathan's win was a little lucky. I'm going to take Andrew on this one.
I can't keep picking underdog, huh? Let me look at these teams.
Just pick me. I'm going to be an underdog. I don't know why. My team did nothing last week. That's the next underdog you can pick.
Yeah, I'm liking Andrew's lineup more.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, his seems the most optimistic. It really depends. Baker Mayfield, I feel like sometimes he's still in his prime, but then he's just really unreliable right now, so depends on how he pulls through.
Baker is the biggest reason that Nathan won his week one, because Baker had an insane week one.
Yeah, but he's going to be against the Lions this week, and
yeah.
they were really putting up on Monday, so.
Was that Sunday's game or was
Or
that
was it
Monday's
Sunday
game?
night or Monday?
That was Sunday night's game, but you're right. The Lions were doing pretty good against the Rams. So it was kind of low scoring to be honest. So for a Lions game, that is. Who'd you pick? You pick Andrew?
Yeah.
Looks like Andrew's gonna win that one. Sorry, Nate. 0-1 Christopher versus 0-1 Benjamin. And
Yeah, what? It looks like I think that's
this
what is this? Is this
is
Ben? This one looks like a big point differential to start, yeah.
wait, I'm confused.
Oh, it's just a lineup update. This is a reminder to Ben to update your lineup. David Njoku is out.
Oh, you had
Christian
Christian
McCaffrey
McCaffrey in
might
the
be out.
other league.
Yeah.
Okay, you were so confusing me. I thought Jordan Mason you played in
Oh,
this
sorry.
league. Okay. I was like, did you pick up Jordan Mason and steal it from Ben before the
No, I picked
game?
up the other
That
one.
would have been so messed up. Um, I don't know. Joe Burrow's hand and wrist are still injured. Michael Pittman, see if CMC plays. I'm going with Chris on this one.
Yeah,
Although I don't like Chris's running backs.
I don't know. Unless if Ben might luck out if he picks up Christian's replacement if Christian's still out, and then Njoku just do some lineup changes, and there's a chance there. But
There's always a
picking
chance.
Chris.
We both picking Chris. Also, petition for Ben to change his name and profile picture because he has a Han Solo with Saquon Barkley's face on it, and he has neither. Oh, he doesn't have Saquon Barkley on his team, nor is Saquon Barkley on the Giants anymore. So, get him out of here, please, Ben.
Okay, how about he update his lineup first, then he can worry about that.
Did he? I mean, he will. Give him a chance. Games aren't
I
till
will.
tomorrow. Look, we got your matchup. You versus my dad. Let's see, you got Matt Staffy, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs, Tyreek. Actually, I was looking at your team earlier, and I was like, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Matt Stafford, backup quarterback. My dad's issue is that he has Tajay Spears as his running back, too. I think I'm going to pick you because Jaden Reed is going to fall off a little bit with the absence of Jordan Love. And they'll probably rely on, assuming Josh Jacobs is healthy. I don't know what that question mark is. I'm assuming they're going to rely on the run game a little bit more over in Green Bay. So, are you picking yourself?
I mean, I have to believe in myself.
You don't have to do anything. You could
I'm gonna believe in myself.
believe that you're going to lose every game this year.
No.
That's how I feel about
But
my
yeah,
team
no,
right now.
I don't. It really depends on Jacobs. I was like watching him, and I saw he was practicing today, but it was like limited because of his back. So I'm just gonna try to
He'll be
like
fine.
eye out on him.
Yeah, he'll be
But
fine.
we'll see.
Let's see what Dad does about his lineup. He's got Austin Eckler on his bench. I don't remember if Ty Chandler did anything last week. I don't even think. I think Austin Eckler was kind of meh last week, but Austin Eckler plays the Giants this week, so we'll see. He's kind of washed, I think. All right. Oh my God. The honeymoon is over. Sarah versus Spencer. That's crazy timing. And they're both 0-1.
It looks like Spency is projected to win this one, but we'll see.
CD. This is a tough one. If J.K. Dobbins does anything remotely close to what he did last week, I think Garrett Wilson will be better this week. Cooper Kupp is really good. Jahmyr Gibbs is really good. I think Sarah's going to win by a hair on this one. Spencer's going to be really sad going 0-2 into week 3. Did you see his name? King Caters of the Lost Ark? And it's
I see it.
Indiana Jones's face on the Raiders logo. I don't even know how he did that. He must
I
have
don't
found
know
that
how he
somewhere.
did that either.
It's the right color scheme too. He black and whited it. That's awesome.
He really put the effort in. I really appreciate that. No, I'm with Sarah too. I think especially if she takes a look at her lineup because she had a lot of points on the bench, and I think there's a good chance that they could perform well too. So
She did leave a lot of points on the bench. She's gonna have trouble. Oh, she already put those players into her lineup.
there you go.
She already saw how good her bench was last week and said, both of you guys going into the lineup. I don't care. Not looking at it again. I do think it'd be worth her to look at potentially starting Likely over Ferguson, because Mark Andrews was non-existent. Now, I don't think that's going to completely stay that way, because Mark Andrews is definitely a really good player, but, I mean, Likely got like 111 yards. I think he was like, yeah, he had 111 yards and like almost his second touchdown. He might be worth starting. We'll see. All right, we both picked Sarah. Sorry, Spence. You're not here. You don't get to make the rules. Next, we got Garrett versus Veronica. We're Costco guys. Veronica hasn't changed her name either. I need you guys to come up with some new names. Come on.
Mine is a new name.
I know yours is good, but
I went Taylor Swift inspired, but I'm very sad
Coaches
that
to
Veronica
play.
didn't join me on that.
yeah. Goose goes poison. What do we got? Josh Allen, Rashad White, Ramondre. Oh, yeah. Veronica's team is really good.
Yeah. Looks like Garrett's projected to win, but I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends with Dak Prescott, man.
Jalen Waddle doesn't have a question mark on him, but he, I thought, was injured or left the game temporarily, so worth keeping an eye on that.
Veronica has the Chiefs defense. Iconic. You have to change. I think Veronica wins if she changes her name in fantasy football. That's my vote.
Okay. I'm going to pick Garrett to win this one. Also by a teeny tiny bit. Ramondre did really good last week. I don't think he fully repeats that. Or maybe he does. Maybe the Patriots are just actually really good this year.
Ryan Robinson's against the Giants,
Garrett?
so he might pop off.
Brian Robinson, actually, he's not bad. He's the guy who got shot in the butt cheek a couple years ago. Or a year ago. I don't remember how long ago it was.
Okay.
I was thinking of someone else who used to be on the Commanders. Yeah, he's actually okay. Yeah, he might get a decent amount of points. Hopefully he doesn't score on us. That'd be annoying. I'm still picking Garrett. Garrett, it's a boom!
Garrett, it's a doom. Sorry, bud.
Oh my. All right, last matchup, me versus Sean. Both of us are 0-1. Both of us scored under 70 points last week, so this is a matchup of garbage. I will be changing my lineup. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing because, that's bad strategy. Aside from Sean's quarterback, who's a rookie who somehow put up 30 fantasy points, or almost 30, he's got Breece Hall, which is really good. But Marvin Harrison had one catch. Zamir White didn't do much, and the rest of his team didn't do much. Keon Coleman, who's his flex, had his most points. I think I'm going to win this one. I think I just had some down weeks with some really good players, and I don't think I'm starting Terry McLaurin until he gets some catches. So Justin Herbert has a good matchup.
For Sean, already has someone on IR and someone that's out. Like, that's
he
so
got on
unfortunate.
IR? Oh, he lost Puka. He put Puka on IR. Yeah. Oh, no wonder he also had a bad week. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's really... Sean, that's not even your fault, man. That's just unfortunate. I'm
Sean,
sorry.
You might as well just ask Spencer for your $25 back and then just exit the league, bro. See you, dude.
No, have faith. Have faith.
Eventually, we're going to have to get Rebecca in here and then add another player, and then we'll have a 16-person league. That'll be fun.
Rebecca can take my spot. It's fine.
No one's taking your spot. You're doing the podcast now. You're stuck here forever.
I'm doing it 1 week. No, I'm going with you on this one. Unfortunate, Sean.
Did you see my photo?
I see it.
You know what it is?
No.
Probably the
Drake London, probably.
It's Drake London's face on a London broil.
Wow.
But he's probably one of the biggest crutches of my team right now because Kirk Cousins can't fucking walk in the pocket. He's a scarecrow in there because he tore his Achilles 8 months ago.
So he's undercooked London broil. That's unfortunate.
You think that's undercooked?
He's undercooked because he's not doing well. That was a joke.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Do you guys see Kyber right there? Look at him. He's seeping. That's a wrap, I think. I don't think I have anything else. Any last thoughts?
I don't think so. Just a reminder for everyone to update their lineups before tomorrow's games. And for everyone who's in Florida, don't forget that we are celebrating some very happy birthdays this weekend. Not sure if it's in Coco or in Vieira, but excited to hopefully watch the Giants win on this glorious celebration this weekend.
Yeah, we can see. Oh, big game tomorrow. Buffalo Bills versus the Dolphins. That's a Josh Allen game.
Good luck,
Yeah, I
Bills.
don't have to play against Josh Allen. Which, by the way, Josh Allen, I texted Veronica, he was at like a half a point in the middle of the second quarter, and then when I checked again in like the third quarter, he had like 30 points, and I was like, what? I'm sorry, he had negative a half a point. So he threw a pick, and then all of a sudden he had 30 points. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I
Be
missed.
like that.
Anyway, Spencer will probably look a little bit different next week, but you know,
A lot tanner.
thanks,
Less hair.
thanks Shannon for guest starring.
Of course. Thanks, everyone.
Welcome back to Ye Ol' Fam. See you guys next week. Bye bye.